Everyone is going crazy for these pretty ugly looking, dolls.
Am I missing something?
You've been seeing these really weird, kind of ugly, but kind of cute goblin dolls hanging off people's bags. And you're probably wondering, what the hell? What's going on? I'm about to explain to you why these are the new luxury it girl staple.
Hundreds of people here for the Labubus. How long have you been here for?
9 hours.
9 hours here.
I own a Labubu, but see, I like silly things too. A scuba diver diffuser. I mean, he's probably safer than those billionaires. What was it, a year ago? I still can't believe people went down there in that PlayStation controller contraption. Hey Visionaries, it's A back on your screen with another one. Hope you're all well. As you can tell from the title, this is another Patreon exclusive from the Authentic with Alicia pod. If you want more of these, you can head over to Patreon, but if you happen to catch this in the first 24, consider this my gift to you. I am so excited to talk to you guys today about this Labubu craze. Labubu! That's how I say it in my head. Don't worry, I won't annoy you by doing that every single time I say it. I wanted to talk about this for weeks now, but I just came back from Japan and I swear, that is the king of kawaii. Everything is so cute, so curated, so clean. I mean, Toronto's gotten really dirty over the years, so I noticed when I went over there. But let me not talk about that today. If you want more on that, I can do a separate video. And I have a vlog coming up, so stay tuned for that. I am too hyped to talk about this topic today. Labubu says so much about society. And as this is the Authentic pod, I want to share some angles with you. And you can share your perspectives with me too down below. So in this episode, we've got 3 angles. The first is scarcity and what it says about society. Then we're going to discuss creating community, connection, and culture. Wrapping up with it's the little things, quite literally. Starting off with scarcity, it is not missed on me the mastery of the marketing plan. How is it that grown-ups are lining up at all times of hours, even fighting each other over these mean, mugging, creepily cute, sinister-looking stuffies? They're so big to put on a purse, and I kind of want one. After doing research for this video, I kind of want to put one on my Prada, but I'm not going to do that because I'm a recovering shopaholic over here. I mean, I've never gone into debt or own interest on anything I bought. My closets are telling on me, so I'm the last to judge, and this is not going to be one of those videos where I bash people who like to collect things because there's definitely a psychology that we're going to get into. Back to the list, scarcity is something that really pulls on human heartstrings. When we feel like we're getting something limited edition or special or exclusive, it increases the value. And I feel like Labubu's being what, probably $5 or $6 to make, if that, going for $500 to $1,000 on the market is a testament to the times. When we look at society and the idea that all of us want this sense of having that experience or owning that thing that sets us apart in a world that's kind of lacking individualism, it only makes sense that something like Labubu could blow up as much as it has. The saying, there's nothing new under the sun, really rings true, considering that so many other brands and companies have done exactly what PopSmart is doing. These blind boxes are so similar to launches and drops by tech brands, shoe brands, even makeup brands. I remember lining up for Mac Loves Riri back in the day. So like I said, I can't judge anybody over here. I have done my fair share of stupidity. For what? Creating the sense of need and desire for something that is small and attainable, but just out of reach. If somebody in front of you is a reseller and decides to buy 15, is a great way to create the sense of hype that gives new life to something that was honestly created a decade ago. I was today years old when I looked up that this is actually from 2015. I know the Western Hemisphere is late, but this, 10 years? Okay.
Ese cuerpito que tú tienes, el traje de baño.
I wonder how long it's gonna last. Let me know your predictions below. Casing Lung did his big one with this one, musing it after where the monsters are at or live. You know the book I'm talking about. I knew there was something nostalgic about these little demon toys. And then when I read that, I was like, aha, it all makes sense. When I think about scarcity, I also think about the art of gambling. Seeing people be able to unbox these surprise toys and hope to get that special one, which is usually the chocolate one that actually is a little adorable, I can't even lie, really plays up to the psyche of wanting something that is illustrious, evasive, almost within your reach but not quite there. And to have repeat customers, I mean, that is a capitalist society's dream. But what does that say about us? One of the things that stood out to me the most is the thing is not the thing. If Labubus were just on the shelf and you could pick the special one, I don't think there'd be that much hype or craze over it. The next angle I wanted to look at with you is creation of community, connection, and culture. This is not just a one-off thing. In the era of the loneliness epidemic, people feeling isolated and just dissociated, Labubus came right on time. This sense of being able to connect with people online because you're unboxing and sharing your surprise or your disbelief or your disgust for getting not what you wanted, or la fufu, which I still can't believe is a thing. It's feeding again into the human psychology of wanting to belong and wanting to feel something. Society seems to be missing the stimulus of connection and community nowadays, since we're always working, we're always on the go, and we don't even feel like we get to know each other, much less ourselves. But being able to see ourselves in something that's quirky, adorable, playful, and sometimes, you know, kind of looks demonic depending on which one you get, gives us a sense and semblance of feeling a connection to somebody else and belonging to a community. I mean, when you think about all collectibles, whether it's stamps, antiques, old cameras, art. One day I want to get my art dealer on because that's where the real money is at. Even NFTs, which always seem like a scam to me. Whatever the collection is, there's usually a cult following that goes with it. It could be a chat room back in the day, or it could be a live stream where you're trying to purchase the right one. Wherever trends go, people follow, quite literally. With that following, there's this sense of being in the know and knowing what's trendy or cool or belonging to something that's off the beaten path. What you buy into, you're buying into some sense of that. Closing out this triangle of community, connection, and culture, the culture aspect of cuteness is universal. I mean, it did take us a minute to get the memo over here in the West. I still can't believe this has been around for a decade. I've only heard about this in the last 2 or 3 months.
The hottest fashion accessory of the season, and it's landed in Canada.
If you live in Toronto and you're looking for where to buy Labubus, this video is for you.
As human beings, we are wired to want to hopefully care for cute things so we don't leave babies abandoned. So it's no surprise to me that these little monsters with mean mugs are getting so much love. This also needs to be studied, and let me know if you thought of this too. The interweb has been able to connect people from countries that we would have never experienced before in the capacity that we can today. The way that trends can literally transcend time through a screen in a way that wouldn't have happened back in the day, because you would need to get the right magazines, be in the right places, travel to have certain experiences. Whereas nowadays, if you want to be in the know, you just are a hashtag away.
An easy way to ruin a gorgeous handbag.
The Labubu is demonic because some people say they are, other people say I bring my Labubu to church.
The girls who hate Labubu, they're not for you, babe.
I almost want to say if this was 10 to 15 years ago, Labubus wouldn't blow up the way they have. But then I think back to Beanie Babies back in the day and Jordans on Saturday, and then I'm like, I don't know. Inquiring minds want to know. Wrapping up with It's the Little Things, quite literally, I wholeheartedly believe that Labubus and other collectibles do so well because they're just little bursts of joy, little bursts of satisfactions that try to replace but can never replace the big things that we want to or have been told to equate something, whether it be status or satisfaction or success in life. That could be building a family, buying a car, owning a home, being able to go on exotic, expensive vacations, or anything else your heart desires, which are a lot harder to obtain and have a longer runway than being able to stand up in line and buy something for 20 to 50 bucks.
All over the internet, celebrities and influencers have been flexing these little weird fluffy teddy bears. Figures are also sold in mostly blind boxes, meaning buyers have no idea what they're gonna get. You can get one Labubu that's worth 150 fluffy teddy bears have been paired with LV, Fendi, Prada, Gucci. As a result, people have started buying Labubus as an alternative to luxury designer handbags. For example, your everyday guy or girl can't drop 5k on an LV bag, but they can buy a £20 teddy bear.
I see this trickle into Stanley Cups and other things that people have been over consuming as of late because they're way easier to buy into versus the things that our parents' generation or our parents' parents' generation or my great grandma's generation seem to get more seamlessly. Like the fact that she's lived in a 3-bedroom house her whole life and I'm living in 360 square foot. 60 years makes all the difference. Coming back full circle to the first point of scarcity and what it says about society, why we in this generation would buy into something, whether it be Labubus or a latte every day or something small that just gives us a oomph, because we aren't able to acquire the things that our parents were able to buy that exemplified obtaining a certain lifestyle. Now, I personally would prefer to have a loft over Labubu, but a Labubu is way more affordable than land, right? A Labubu. When I look at all of this, I can completely understand the extraordinary explosion of the Labubu phase. And I do believe it's exactly that, of phase, because we've seen so many things come and go and even reclaim space. As per usual, I just wanted to put these things in perspective for you. So let me know which of these angles helped you on your authentic journey. Until next time, stay blessed, stay authentic. Am I gonna buy a Labubu? I really shouldn't buy a Labubu. I have no business buying a Labubu. I'm too grown for Labubu, but now I want a Labubu.